Hey guys, so I just want to say that I am still depressed after dating two women at a time. So women don't really get you happiness, they just fill the void temporarily. And the thing about that, the problem with that is it's not women that make you happy. And I know that a lot of people already know that, and a lot of people are they already kind of know. They're telling you, hey, don't get married, don't have kids until you're whole. The thing about it is the only way they can keep you happy is if you're codependent on them, and that's not good. And as a man, you shouldn't be needing a woman. You should just want a woman, and you're not lonely without her or anything. But if you want her, you want her, great. You get her, and then you have a woman. Even for a girl, you shouldn't be codependent on a man. You should be able to be completely independent because at the end of the day, we're all just individuals and we're all just trying to make it out here. And I know that a lot of people feel empty, and I am one of those people. I myself is my are my can you hit the like button? 10 likes and I won't stutter anymore. I myself are include is I myself included with all the people that feel lonely whenever they leave, whenever your partner leaves, or whenever your situationship leaves, just for like a week or so. Once they leave, I mean, they're kind of out of your life, and that's what borderline personality disorder is kind of like. Not saying I have it, but I I feel empty as soon as they leave. And that's because I don't really have a purpose of my own, and I'm not really passionate about doing something. And a lot of young people are like this because they have a really horny energy type deal, and it's some young people have it and others are okay and they don't need women at all, and they're just okay with being alone. They're okay with not having a relationship. That's the kind of security that we need, but we cannot get because when we were a kid, we never really got love from our parents. So, the way we can fix or kind of buffer the pain and loneliness from codependency from another partner is there's two ways. One, you find out what you actually want to do with the rest of your life and you're passionate about that thing, and you drown yourself with work and you become the person that you want to be, and you become the person that's complete and full. And now you're studying the law of attraction, you have healthy skin, you have the body that you want, you have the money that you want, you're a completely successful person, and you're kind of a complete person, and you just need someone else now to complete you, or you don't even need that and you could just stay lonely for the rest of your life and you'll be fine. And I know that sounds lonely, but you could just be alone and you'd be fine. You'd be completely fine. It doesn't matter. The other option would be to never find out what you want to do. Go to college, go work, do whatever you want to do. Don't find the root cause. Go marry somebody and just be codependent on them for the rest of your life. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. if they stay with you. But as soon as they leave you, you're just going to go through it all over again. You're going to go through the heartache of having to deal with a marriage divorce. And that's really not good because when you marry somebody, that shit's supposed to be for life. But the statistics beg to differ. Most marriages end in like 50-50, right? So some marriages will stay the same and they'll stay the same for a long time and then they'll burn out, but they'll still be together. And then the other 50 is they just get a divorce. They move on. They don't want to deal with this shit anymore. They kind of grow and they grow apart and they just split up. So one of the things that you could do, which is option one, is find your peace in yourself. Find the peace that you think or that you know will get you a peace of mind. You need to find peace of mind in this lifetime. And relationships suffer when you don't find peace of mind. When you don't find your calling and what you want to do. Like, have you ever seen those movies where the person breaks up with the other person? The girl breaks up with the guy, and the guy's like, I'm sad, but I have a purpose. I have a mission. I have to go on that mission. I have to focus on the mission. They're crying, they're heartbroken, they're depressed, whatever, but they have a calling. So they go and do that calling anyway. It doesn't matter. It does not matter if they got broken up. It does not matter if they're depressed. It does not matter. They have a mission to do and they go on that mission. And at the end of the movie, the girl comes back. Sometimes, some movies, they don't come back. And you meet someone completely better. And for the rest of your life, you're married to that person. Or you find peace in yourself. And there's nothing wrong with that. You could be alone forever, or you could have no women for the rest of your life. And you could be totally okay with that. You don't need a significant other. You can have friends. You can have people. You can even sleep around. It doesn't matter. And now I'm not recommending sleeping around unless you really want to and you just want to get experience. If you're the type of person that gets attached easily and if you don't want to get hurt, like I get attached really easily. I get attached super easily, and like even like 1 month I'll be super attached if I like your personality. So what I did is I just slept with a lot of women, and that seemed to help me out a bit because I can't get attached if I have too many connections with so many other different women. Now, that's not necessarily cheating because you're in the talking stage and you should assume that everybody's talking to other people. Now, back to what I'm saying is if you're a young man right now, 18 to 25, I cannot stress this enough when I say don't get a girl. Don't get a girl. It's not worth it. Literally, if you want a woman, right? If you have a crush, not even if you just cold approach, but if you have a crush that you actually like, you're not gonna get her unless you're 100% totally hot, totally good, and they're flirting with you every single day. You're not gonna get her. There's no way you're gonna get her. If you cold approach, that's a way better option because you're cold approaching 10, 20, 30 women and you only get about 10 of their numbers. And then out of those 10 numbers, you only get like 3 that text you back, 4 that text you back. And then out of those 3 or 4, you go on 2 dates. And then out of those 2 dates, you sleep with one person. So it's really just about lead genning. My point is, if you want a girl, fine. But in the process, don't forget that you need to find your purpose. And you're gonna be like, well, how would you know? You don't even know what your purpose is. I don't. I really don't. I wake up every single day and I'm depressed as fuck because I do not have a purpose. But that should inspire you to find a purpose so you don't become like me. You don't end up like me. The whole reason why I made this channel was to help you guys improve so you don't become like me. The whole reason why I document, or the whole reason why I document some of the, or I tell you some of the stories that I've been through, is because I don't want you guys to end up like me. What's so wrong about me? I lie a lot. I'm empty inside. I have a bad history. Um, I used to smoke. I drink. I'd be lying. Did I mention that? I don't have a purpose and I'm kind of just directionless. I'm not very intelligent. And I'm not saying that like to put myself down, but I don't have a degree. I don't have a high school diploma. I don't have any of that. So it's really important that you work on yourself, complete yourself, and then you can start dating. You could, again, you don't have to seriously date. I'm talking about seriously dating. If you have a crush, do not get with your crush because all that's going to happen, they're going to say yes, take me out on a date. Boom, you have a date. You're going to fuck your crush, and then your crush is going to crush you because she's gonna realize that you're not the man that she thought you were. And the man that she thought you were was a complete man, which you're so broken inside. So it's just not going to work out. So if you believe that if you're ready to start learning, to start finding out what your passion is, what your hobby is, what you want to do for the rest of your life, click down below in the description. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have one of those. I don't have one of those yet. I don't have one of those. Don't click off yet. I don't have one of those courses that everybody tries to sell you. But if you are ready to start the journey, to find out what you want to do, go learn. Every day should be different for you. Every day it shouldn't be painfully mundane. If you're in school right now, that is great. I am so happy for you. You have your, if you're doing some degree that you don't like, take other classes. Take other classes to see if you like those better. Talk to other people. Talk to other people, see if they like that. Sit in a class one day and just see if you like it or not. In a college class, because you can do that. You can just literally go sit down. It doesn't matter. If you don't think college is for you, then try and find another way out. Try and work on a trade or a hobby and try to make that into a business. Life is going to be hard. Life is going to be tiring. Life is going to be stressful. Life is going to be crushing. It's going to be depressing, and you just have to get through it. And I'd really recommend starting to quit social media, because the thing about social media is it drains all of your focus and you're not able to think deeply anymore. And it's just really bad. How do I know this? I'm speaking from experience. I was able to think deeply, but now it's just kind of hard and frustrating to understand stuff. Another thing is it just takes up so much of your time and you could be thinking about a whole bunch of other different stuff. Quit masturbation. You already know why. I don't have to argue on why you should quit masturbation. Or masturbation's fine, but quit porn. Um what else? What's the other one? Yeah, junk food. Get rid of that. If you have any addictions whatsoever, get rid of that. You should be able to, this is how your brain should be able to function. You should be able to sit down in a room for 1 hour in the darkness and just be completely okay with your thoughts. That's how it should be. You should be able, you can worry, but it shouldn't be so overwhelming to the point where you're thinking to yourself, I cannot do this. You should be able to sit down in a room for 1 hour, no distractions, just in the dark, in the light, doesn't matter, and just think. That's like, that is your goal right there. That's what you should be able to do. Another thing is we got quitting all addictions, whether that's social media, food, or junk food, alcohol, smoking, doesn't matter, vaping, quit it all. Next thing is read. Make sure you're reading books and you're actually applying the knowledge to everyday life. Next thing is trying new things. The other next thing is meditation. Meditation is the best possible thing you could do for your focus because you're literally sitting in a room, whether that's dark therapy, yoga nidra, or just plain old meditation, collapsing and folding your feet together, type deal, or lying completely still, closing your eyes, and just noticing all the sounds around you that you haven't really been paying attention to over the past how many ever years you've been out of it for. Just scrolling on social media, scrolling on YouTube, scrolling on TikTok. Anyways, guys, if you found this video insightful, if you found it entertaining, if you found it helpful at all, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. Honestly, if you've been here, if you're just like in the shadows, like, oh, maybe I should subscribe, maybe I shouldn't, just do it. Just do it. Just hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and comment down below if you have trouble finding your purpose. Now, really quickly, I just want to say the moment you start doing nothing is the moment that you will kind of, and I mean like just resting, pure rest. I'm not talking about social media or hopping on or doing junk food. I'm talking about just pure rest, meditation, reading, all of that. Just chill out and see what comes to your mind. And I promise you, your mind will be a lot clearer. And journaling is another good thing too you could do. But your mind will be a lot clearer after you realize what thoughts are actually going into your head. And then maybe if you do the shadow work, you can find out what you actually want to do. All right, guys. I hope you found my face attractive. All right. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.